We're the Sunderkids.
Yo,
Hey, yo.
what's
What's up?
Welcome
Welcome back to
back
Everyday Vibes.
with the
Oh my gosh.
Sunderkids.
Oh
It's
my
been a
gosh, it's been a
hot
while. It's been
minute.
too hot of a minute. Too
We've
hot.
been dying to talk to each
Oh
other.
my goodness.
And of
Yes, we
course,
have
we
had
can't just talk
quite
to each
an
other normally.
eventful.
We got a podcast.
We got a podcast.
We got a
'cause
podcast.
yeah,
There's things to
July
talk
was
about.
a very eventful month for both of us.
I don't think it existed. I think it just
It was a
it's
blip.
It's like JULY. That's all July was.
It was fast. It was so fast. I mean,
Whoa.
most of my events started at the beginning of the year. So it started with that wedding in Wisconsin, and we had just talked about that. And then the next week, I was supposed to go with the parents over to Lake Chelan,
Which you did.
which I did. Yeah,
But then I surprised him. Nobody
this
had
girl
any idea.
shows up.
Christine
Yeah.
planned it all. What a homie. What a
Oh
homie.
my goodness. So, okay, they call me the night before and I get a video WhatsApp call from Christine. So, first of all, I did not know Christine had a WhatsApp in the first place. And then also you're video calling me randomly on what, a Saturday
FaceTime
or
or something, yeah.
Thursday. I'm not going to pick that up. Like,
Nah.
what is that? I think you're hacked. You're obviously hacked.
Like, people are calling me for no reason. And I get that. And I said, I don't think he'll pick up. Like, I just don't.
Yeah.
We don't talk like,
No.
not that.
Yeah. And so then she's like, "Oh, I need to like chat with you." I'm like, "Okay." Like, it's a real thing.
Yeah,
I'll give her a
Christine's
call in
actually
a
calling
bit,
me.
but like I got things to do. I actually was in the shower when you guys first originally called.
Oh,
so
funny.
that wasn't a lie. That was I was in the shower.
All right.
Yeah. That was legit.
All right.
But then Brittany calls and then I'm like, yeah, is this a social call? Like, what's up? I'm thinking, oh no, did like somebody die? Is there something, some big drama or information I need to know going in here that Brittany has to be a buffer to make sure I know this, and they're trying to stop
my
the blow?
God.
My mind's going on. Like what is going on? And I'm pretty baked. Like I'm getting my stuff together. I'm just packing, hitting a bowl, drinking some beer.
Yeah.
And like, you know, so confused.
Yeah.
So confused.
I flew into Portland, hanging out.
Both voices are on the same call, but I hear a little ruffle. So I'm like, wait, are they pranking me? Did they just like connect the phone call?
Okay.
Like I was so confused.
You had just
entire time.
did not understand.
And then they're getting mad at me for not being hyped because like I'm just so confused. And I get it. I wish I was more hyped, but I was not about to be hyped for anybody. I remember that day was a long day.
This is a good.
I just wanted to put that out there.
Thank you for that.
Because
I'm glad
like,
that was clarified.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, we were like,
because,
okay, thanks for being excited that I'm here.
Yeah.
And he's over there fucking confused as shit. That makes sense.
Like,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah, and we did. It was a bit confusing.
But we
like, wanted to make sure that you were gonna be there like earlier tomorrow, you know, or like, you know, good time. You weren't gonna get in like 8 p.m. Like, what the hell?
Yeah.
So and it's like there is a reason to be here.
I would have had to cover later on in work. So yeah, that was good to double check.
See, thank you. And then it was like, okay, the rest of the family, let's hear it out. Let's see what's going on. And that was great. I mean, I was hiding in the hammock when Aunt Julie and Jerry got there.
I did so good keeping the secret, just like not even talk about nothing.
Can you believe I kept the secret?
Got it so good. I was thinking about it.
I have never kept a secret that long.
Oh my goodness. How did you do it?
That was months.
Oh my gosh.
Of like, I'm going on a trip to Chelan. I'm going on a trip to Chelan. And
yeah.
I'm going to surprise you guys.
Totally surprised.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Which was litty titty. And then we just like sailed around in the kayak and we had this great house and the whole fam. We had some good food. We had some good drink. We did karaoke. That was fire.
That was super duper fun.
That was amazing. We just had like a lot of good things.
Yeah, it was a very fun weekend.
It was a very fun weekend. Yeah, hanging out with Jerry was super fun, like, every night. Like,
Jerry.
like, when you,
Ah,
like,
he
your
is so great.
cousins, but you don't get, like, a lot of time they're out of
Yeah.
towners, and then
He
you're
got a
spending a
family,
lot of
he's
time like, you're on the same
for sure.
vibe, same
Same
frequency,
frequency.
and you're just chilling in the evening, drinking a beer before
Yeah.
bed,
And they
just,
were
like,
lasting
straight
longer than
chilling.
me. I was getting tired and I was getting drunk.
Yeah, you were getting hammered.
I was getting hammered. Well, I mean, it was free, so I
Chelan
mean,
was
why not? I
fire.
wasn't driving anywhere.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, do what you want, do what you
Do what
want.
you want. Do what you
Oh,
want.
but bless up, Christine is the real MVP of the
Oh,
situation for
real
setting this all up.
MVP for setting it. Yep.
Such
Oh
a
my
homie.
goodness, good job.
Yeah.
And yeah, such a surprise, such a blessing. Good job.
Thank you.
Good
And
work
then
all
after
around.
that was my birthday, and I
Yes, it was.
honestly it was actually really great. We had an unbirthday party, like an Alice in Wonderland kind of themed tea
Ooh,
party.
a
And
little
we got
Mad Hatter.
outfits, a little Mad Hatter vibes.
Mhm.
We had we went to Goodwill beforehand to pick out each other's outfits, which was
Oh,
lovely. And we're
what
just
could
going
we?
like cottagecore themed. And
Ooh,
then
okay.
Tay had it all set up. There was a big mirror and like all this low seating close to the lake. So we just had this awesome picnic. And Drew made a tiramisu cake. It was just like everything was fucking phenomenal.
Yeah,
It's just
that's
like
pretty awesome.
so good. And then my cake had 2 sparklers in the side, and they
What?
lit a joint in the middle. So I had to
Oh
blow out
my
the joint
goodness.
and then take a puff.
Obviously. Yeah, take a puff. Puff,
It
puff, cake.
was
Oh
amazing.
my gosh. That's awesome.
Everyone
That's pretty
came
badass.
ready to freaking tea party,
That
and
is pretty
I
badass.
loved every second of it. I made cucumber sandwiches and onion sandwiches, and life was freaking dandy, I shall say.
Dandy.
Oh, it was dandy. Yeah, but then over my birthday weekend, you were
Mhm.
lost in the woods.
Lost in the woods.
Lost in the woods.
On a mountain. Yes,
In
indeed.
the
I
woods.
I went
You.
all the way around Mount Hood. I did the
Oh,
Timberline Trail.
round of applause for Foo Dog here.
Oh
Round
my
of
goodness. Oh my
applause.
goodness. Yeah, so this was actually a plan B from our original wanting to go on Mount Rainier this year. So Reicks and I had planned this. We had a whole crew ready to go, but they systematically dropped. But
Yikes.
Reicks and I, we got this. Both
Yep.
physically fit. We're dedicated. We're going. We need some
Dedicated.
adventure. We need some
Yep.
outdoors. Let's fucking go.
Let's
So,
fucking go.
I've been training this whole time for like 2 years for going on a hike pretty much every week for leading up to this. But this is a 42-mile hike over 4 days. So already that's like averaging 10 miles a day, which is the higher echelon of what I do for any of my hikes that I've ever done. Like,
And you're not doing those every day of the week.
and I'm not doing those 4 days in a row. No,
No,
no, not at all. No.
no.
So, I mean, I have been training more for the higher elevations. So the hikes are about that distance, but they are a higher grade. But over this is a 10,000 mile or 10,000 foot elevation gain over the 42. So it's only like 1,000 foot, 2,000 foot, as the top elevation gains,
Okay.
doable.
Doable.
I'm like, okay, 10,000 over 42 miles. I can do that. If
Okay.
it's like 10,000 over 5, gosh,
Yeah.
because that's like Rainier. So,
Yeah.
yeah. So we pack up, he comes into town, and then we get everything all packed and ready. So then I had to go to REI like 3 or 4 times in that week span between
Damn.
Chelan and the beginning of this to make sure I had everything. So I got a
Okay.
new backpack, a 65-liter
Damn.
Atmos something,
Hell yeah.
nice and real tight on the hips. I had to get new shorts because I didn't have actual gym shorts that are good. I only had like really tiny running shorts. I
Okay.
didn't think that would be
The pink ones.
were the yeah, pretty much. The little tiny red Nebraska ones. And then I had all these dry fit shirts that are like the skinny dry fit, but I wanted one of the button downs, kind of loose fitting hiking ones. So I got a lot of gear to get ready for this. And oh gosh, but now I'm set. Now I'm set.
Yes.
So we get there day one. We just go up to the ranger station. We're looking all over the place for like a ranger station. Nope, they have a kiosk for the hotel and the like lounge. And there's no the one ranger is doing his little tour thing. And I'm like, well, we're doing the Timberline. Like, do we need to check in? Do we need any pass for parking? And he's like, no. He's looking at us like we're idiots. I'm like, what are you talking about? Like,
dude, this is typical.
Like everywhere else, I'm going to every other ranger station for every other national park. What are you talking about?
And every ranger's fucking nice.
Yeah.
I'm and like, helpful.
He's like, no, you don't have to worry about that. And I'm like, okay, well, he's like, the rivers are rushing right now because it's that time of year. So fast water, watch out. Okay, thanks.
Heard.
Cool. So we start marching on. So
when they march,
so we ended up taking away. So he had a bunch of printed out maps, and then I purchased a big fold out map, which was more clear to see. But then his had elevation gains, so we were able to pretty much map out because everything was basically going from point to point, like 1 mile intersections of going to a certain, okay, we're going to cross this river. We're going to get water here. We have to, go to this section. We're finding this fork. You know, each thing is,
damn
sequential. So it never felt like, So, I mean, we're hiking from usually the whole time, 8 to 8:30 to 6 o'clock at night. You're just constantly hiking. And, but it doesn't feel like you're just doing that because each section is different. There was a blowout section on day 2 right in the morning, and this little section of like 3 miles took us an hour and a half longer than usual because all of the trees were blown down from an avalanche like a couple or like 10 years ago.
No way.
Or 5 years ago, because there's tracks around and through roots and under things, but then you have a big pack on, so you have to balance yourself, climb over, roll over, roll on through, and then of course it's hot as fuck, and then there's no wind, so it was hard going. I have a little bit more experience in the realm of like navigating those types of terrains. But he was doing great. We both did so fucking good. Oh my god, we survived.
Good.
Like he was pretty good, faster than me. He had a little slightly faster pace.
Yeah,
I was carrying some more weight, and then I just know my slow pace. Like, it's still a good pace, as you know.
Yes.
It's still faster than a lot of other people, but
but a good steady pace.
Steady. It's gotta be steady.
Good on the hips.
It's 8 miles, and then so we set up camp. Beautiful at night. The first 2 days were super buggy.
Okay.
There were no mosquitoes, but instead of mosquitoes, they were biting flies.
Ugh, worse.
They're faster. They're harder to hit.
Oh, they're gross.
Oh my gosh! And then they just bite you.
And they bite hard.
They bite hard.
It's not like a skeeter. You kind of like aftershock.
Yeah, like
they fucking bite.
Get in there, you can like hit them. But then there was only one. So the mountain itself is like this, right here, and then they have all these ridges that come out. And what we're doing is climbing along the ridge, crossing it, going down the other side, crossing the river that cut the ridge, over millions of years,
Damn.
and then doing the same thing, just over, around. And so each one you get like a great view of whatever side it's facing. And then on this side you get the Jeffersons.
You have no video signal.
There we go. Sorry.
Okay.
My bad. So, so I'm going.
So you get up on these ridges every time and you get to see a view.
Oh yeah. So it's like you climb, and then around every corner you'll either see Mount Hood right there to your right. Just
Damn.
Freaking Mount Hood.
Yeah.
And then to your left, on day 1 and 2, you're seeing Jefferson and the Three Sisters off in Oregon. And then we come around, and then you would see St. Helens, Rainier, and then the big one was Adams. And then once we got on like day 3, which was the highest elevation and the side that faces due north, that you saw. Brady.
Yeah.
This is the highest point on day 3. I'm just gonna kind of jumble the days, but day 3 we're on the highest point, and you just see a panoramic view of Adams, Rainier, but then the Cascade Divide, and then the golden flatness of of Eastern Washington, and then you see the river come through, just like clear as day. And then over here you got to see the mountains. They come up. I'm like, okay, there's Bend, there's Walla Walla, there's Yakima, there's that.
That's nuts.
It was so good.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. So yeah, the views just all around every single time, every corner you'd be like, oh my gosh. And so I had brought my camera, and then I purchased a clip that you can put to either your belt or whatever, and tie it in. So I tied it real tight on the strap. So I would have to, it was kind of awkward when it's 50 pounds right on your shoulder strap, and this is where you have to take it out. Take it out straight every time and then put it in straight. But at the end I was getting it. It was button, and then I was grabbed by the lens, and then I was getting it.
Nice.
Take a picture.
Dad pack.
Take a picture. It was awesome. It was good. So I was taking pictures left and right because this camera is so good.
Hell
but
yeah.
A lot of times it was too sunny and I had sunglasses on, so I'm just like autofocus. Click. Okay, good.
Yeah.
All right. Autofocus. Like good. I got a lot of great shots of Reicks walking around.
Awesome.
And I was making sure that I was like, okay, we got to stop. You got to take a picture of me. You want this pose?
Good.
All right. Then we got to take a picture together. All right.
Good.
Now we go. So it was awesome to document all that.
Hell yeah.
And so Reicks afterwards, I'm going all over the place.
That's
Reicks
okay.
afterwards, he made a book. He was journaling this whole time when we got to the camp. So we would set up camp. I would make the fire because I brought a little fire starter kit, and then there was a little dead dry wood all over the place because it's super dry there. And he would journal. We would review the day, where we went, and write it down.
Nice.
But he had wrote an entire narrative, and like it's a good chronicling of our entire thing. Like,
hell yeah.
Gosh. And then my pictures just look phenomenal because they're all super high definition.
Good.
and so this book just looks fantastic.
Epic.
Like, oh my gosh. So the worst day though for me was day 2.
Okay.
So day 2 was a record heat day. We were listening to every night when we got everything set up, got the camp set up, got the fire set up. We would listen to the radio to get the weather forecast, the emergency broadcast radio forecast, just to make sure. But then there's record heat in Seattle, Portland, everywhere else. We're up in elevation, so it's like 86 degrees, but that's still like
freaking hot.
up there. Some of these ridges have 0 wind, and then you get to the top, and then maybe you get a breeze, or there's a gully, and then you get a breeze. But like for the most part, stagnant.
Damn.
Stagnant. And you're going from
Oof.
water source to water source. That's the main thing that you're kind of thinking about and talking about. When's the next time we're going through water? You know, we're either crossing a river or seeing a waterfall. You load up and you use a Sawyer filter system and squeeze it out. And oh, Brittany, it goes in as dirty, horrible glacier water that you're like, oh my god. And then it comes out the purest, best, coldest, Mother Nature water ever. I just loved drinking that water. When I came back to the apartment and my shitty metallic water here, I was so mad. I was like, do I use the filter on my own water? Do I have to just squeeze the water in my apartment? But I should just get a normal filter, you know.
You should just get a normal filter because that's gross. But mountain water. I mean, that's like something different.
Oh yeah. So day 2, after we had already gone over the blowout section, already that, we have the longest section without a water source, and it's also a pretty good grade in the sun, no tree cover. It's 86 degrees and it's stagnant. And so
oh no, is there shade?
No, absolutely not. I mean, we have our hats on, but then I have 4 I brought 6 different bandanas.
Nice.
And then I would sweat through one, wring it out.
Yeah.
Replace it with a different bandana, sweat through that one, wring it out, and then it would be dry by the next time, and then I would have to wash it out at each water source, so I wouldn't have to so the salt wouldn't rub against my forehead.
Okay.
It was a lot. I was sweating. We sweat.
We sweat.
You know
Can
this.
confirm.
We sweat. And so I have my buttons undone, but I have the sleeves rolled down. It's a loose, very light shirt, but the sun is just eating on you. So I have to keep that down. And then but there's no air. And I had thought about bringing my hand fan, and I should have definitely brought the hand fan.
Yeah.
I need to invest in a lightweight carbon fiber hand fan.
Yeah.
Because oh my god. Oh my god.
You need something to move some air.
So we're slugging along, and then we're like midway, 3/4 of the way through, and then we're out of water. You know, we had already it is the tough section. So like, oh gosh, we just need to get to the next water source. Like I am dwindling down. I have like this much left. And then it's like, and then so we get to this section and we're finally starting to see some trees. And my quads start like having that overheating feeling where it's like, oh my gosh, T-5 minutes of this for my legs to completely seize up and cramp.
Yep.
And then we can't go anywhere for the next like hour until I figure this out.
Yes.
Oh no.
So, oh no.
I'm like trying to like keep this pace and not, bend my legs to a point where it would actually trigger it.
Yep.
And then, but then I'm also feeling the sweat, and then like I feel everything just starts getting bad. I'm overheating, and then I'm like, dude, I gotta stop. He's like, am I hallucinating? I'm like, what? I was like, I see snow. And I'm like, oh shit, there is snow.
Nuh-uh.
And there's 2 giant piles of snow on the side, and we hadn't seen snow for a day and a half. We finally get to 2 sections of snow, so I take off my pack, and I immediately throw 2 handfuls right on my legs, right on my head. I put a whole fistful of snow right into the hat, put that on, and just like,
That's very smart.
Oh, And so we just like calm down, cool down, and then there's some shade there finally. And so like that snow literally saved my life. Like for that, they got me to the next part, which was the
Holy
water.
shit.
So we finally got to water. You know, we'd chug a liter and then load up your other 3 liters.
Damn.
So he had 2 liters. My Camelback is a 2.5 liter, and then I had an extra smart bottle 1 liter. So I chug, you know, chug. And then we keep going. Like, hey, we still have 3 miles left to get to the campsite. Again, day 2 was brutal, but it was also the most memorable and fun.
It's a good outlook.
The worst, but the best also. So we keep going, and then there's this alpine lake up there. So what are we gonna do with an alpine lake?
We better get naked.
We better get naked. So day 1, after day 1, day 2, we come across this Canadian family, 2 parents and 2 kids. So one's like 18 and one's probably like in college. So like college
kids.
I call all them kids now because I have to.
It's with the job.
So this family of youths and adults, they're doing this. They're from Canada, and they're trailing us. We're basically playing leapfrog with them all day, day 2. Okay. And so we find this alpine lake, and then it's like they're behind us. They're at the same water source that we had just left.
Yeah.
We have to wait for them to pass. So they finally go around, and then the dad stops to look at his map and look at his GPS. And then it's like, does he not realize like we're waiting for him to leave so we can get naked and jump in this pool? Like, why else would we be over at this rock waiting with our packs off? He just stops, looks. It was like, oh my gosh, too funny.
Taking his damn time.
Canadian family. Yeah, so we get naked and we get in this cold ass water, and literally inside the lake is a piece of ice. Like it is snow in the middle, and then it's water around. It is that cold.
Wow.
Yeah, and then I lay down. I was like, ooh, you know, just get the whole thing, just go head like, whoa. Like, so those breaks after that grueling of a hike saved me.
Yeah.
Saved me. And then, yeah, so it was pretty fun. We leapfrogged with this Canadian family the entire time, all through day 4. And then we lost track of them after the last stretch once they got to the Timberline Lodge. And they had a stay booked there, and then they were also going to have a reservation at the restaurant.
Okay, very nice.
But oh my gosh, I can only imagine us like 5-6 years ago going with the parents and doing that. And Reicks and I are just like we're fit, but we're struggling. This is a hard ass. This is the hardest thing we've done. And they look so chipper.
Jolly old Canadians.
And, you know, they're just using Crocs to cross the river.
People are just used to things. You know, if they're used to this is what they do.
They're from Victoria. Like, yeah, they did do it. That's their family thing.
Okay.
You know, they're like, oh, yeah, it was a doozy.
It was a doozy. Yes, it was.
Yes, it was.
Yes. Oh, yeah, you betcha. Don't you know, you Jose?
Yeah.
They'd be like, our people.
Yeah. So it was pretty fun.
Damn.
It was pretty good.
That's a good one.
Yeah. And then day 3 was the highest elevation gain. But again, that was that highest point where we got that panorama view. And that kind of felt like that long open stretch of Rainier, of that paradise.
Okay. Yeah.
Like it's a steady incline, but it's just a gravel path.
Yeah.
So it almost reminded me of what we just had done at Chelan.
Okay.
Like, yes, I get it that it's the highest elevation, but you just chug along.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, it's good.
We're getting there.
We're good. We're getting there. And then that's when we started seeing a lot more people, because that was when that's Thursday. Yeah.
Okay. And it's probably part of like a bigger trail or a smaller trail, I guess.
Yeah, so there's other access points. Day 2, we were at Ramona Falls, and that's a very popular spot. That's where we would go if we wanted to do that and then do a day hike. Because
Okay.
there's little things that we can go. Or you
Okay.
just like hike to a campground, go camp there, and then hike one day back. Like I just kept thinking, oh, you could do that. Like this is 1,000, 2,000 foot elevation.
Yeah, chill.
This is just like a nice long walk. We've done this. Yeah.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Just a nicer day where it's not 86 degrees with 0 wind.
That would be excellent.
Hopefully. Yeah. Day 3 and day 4, the weather would just went down in terms of temperature. It was a lot nicer.
Damn.
Still hot, still sweaty.
Yeah.
But
better.
So much breezier.
Necessary.
And I had brought KT tape.
Okay.
And that was the ticket. So if I knew that it was about to cramp up on day 2, I needed something, and that KT tape with that little bit, that's just crazy that it's literally just a strip of adhesive with some stretchiness, and that made it work.
Really?
Yeah.
Just tightened her up.
Yeah.
It's just supportive,
It's just that little bit of support.
Little bit of support. It's just
so
like
crazy.
A little bit of support.
I was just so impressed because I had never used those before, and then to have that difference of a performance and to be able to then go another 12 miles and then another 8 miles. Wow.
Impressive.
Thank goodness. Thank goodness I brought that. Oh, and I was going ham with Mom's THC topical at night. I was just like rubbing that entire thing all over my body.
Good.
Yeah. We had some dehydrated meals. So next time I'm going to definitely get more. I had 3. So those were my dinners. And then I chose to have just Cliff Bars and almonds and some other bars and stuff for my breakfast, lunches. And like,
you didn't bring oatmeal packets?
No.
Those are like literally the easiest thing in the world.
I know. I should.
Like you just add hot water to the fucking bag.
I was just gonna use some Cliff Bar, but then by Cliff Bar number 7,
your jaw hurts. You're fucking like, can I just have something else?
Oh yeah, and it was yeah. Yeah, but the dehydrated meals, they always have a little extra protein, so it worked out. Next time I will bring more better and varied food options, some beef sticks, some other stuff. And then I also thought, oh hey, we have that air fryer at the parents' house that dehydrates stuff. I can make my own dehydrated stuff. This is pasta. This is rice. Like I can do this.
You could do that.
Yeah. There's all those TikToks.
Your camera's gonna die soon, just FYI.
Is it really? The batteries
beeping red at me. I don't know how long the red lasts, but just FYI.
We're gonna keep going. So day 4, we're finally in the home stretch, and then it's beautiful, 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 and we just keep taking pictures and chugging along. We just have to keep going.
Hell yeah.
And we just get the day 4, it just felt like we were talking as if we had already gotten there, but the weather was so much nicer. The terrain was nicer. It was like we're in the home stretch.
You're not going up Hood. You are going around Hood.
Yeah, but it's like up those ridges.
Yes. But you're not like summiting. So you do this massive loop.
You can get up. Yeah, it's a whole loop around it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
And so once we get done, we went straight. We got all of our stuff off our back in the car. Get that shit off our back
immediately.
I do not need to carry this around.
Throw it on the ground.
Until I get back to my apartment and I have to carry it up 3 more flight of stairs.
Yeah. Get that shit out of here.
So we go to the gift shop and the bar because it's a ski thing. And there's all these teens that look like a day camp for skiing because it's actually a ski lodge. You can go skiing all there.
Hell yeah.
And so we order some beer, we get some tacos because that's the only thing they had. And so nommed on those,
Hell yeah.
did that, and made our way back home. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
It took a couple, like going down the mountain was fine. That first stretch on the highway, I was like, oh God.
Yeah.
I am beat. But then we got the coffee, and then that finally started kicking in.
Yeah.
Made it home safe and sound.
Good.
But like,
it
oh my
is
gosh,
kind of like crazy. You're like, fuck, now we have to drive home.
now we have to drive 3 hours after just doing that whole excursion.
Not just 20 minutes home.
I just hiked 10 miles, and now it's
Yeah.
3 more hours of driving.
Technically 42 miles, you're just back to back.
But on that one singular day.
Totally.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
But I'm so freaking proud of us. I'm so proud of myself.
As you freaking should be.
Such an accomplishment. And then, oh man, it's like going through it. I just kept thinking, oh, it's just another walk in the park. I just kept trying to get in the mantra that this is just a walk through the park.
Yeah.
You and I have gone to European cities and walked for 10 miles a day for multiple days in a row. We've done this.
Yeah.
Just a little bit higher
evening
terrain.
walk and accidentally walked 13,
We're just walking.
We're just walking.
I'm just carrying 50 pounds, but I'm just walking.
It's just a walk with a turtle shell. I just think like Willow's on my back. I got someone on my back.
I know. I just had to keep that in my mind to just keep it like this is okay. But then also, I've trained for this. This is the hardest thing I've ever done in my life. I know that this is like the biggest challenge of my adult life, but also I can do more of this. I can do way more of this. And then now that I have the backpack and the gear and some backpacking more knowledge, oh gosh, that opens the world to me, at least for a day backpacking. Day hiking. Because typically I go where campgrounds are close enough that I can have the car access.
Yes.
And that's been my kind of foray. I haven't really done the multi-day backpacking or just the single day by myself. I can hike 8 miles, go find a spot, and then hike 8 miles the next day back.
Yeah.
That's a weekend for me.
Totally. Yeah, I just think of like how much Katie does that in Durango. Like she's just a backpacker. And even like her day hikes by herself, she'll like run.
I need to backpack more.
You just need a backpack. I need to backpack more. It's a different experience by far.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's fucking hard.
It's a lot. It's mental.
It's a lot of weight on your back.
And then a lot of weight. And then like there was some rubbing. So I put KT tape on the last day where the shoulder straps were rubbing. And that was a smart move.
Clutch.
I got to figure out the proper way to attach them, or the proper.
Put your shoulders.
Yeah.
I
was just going off of. Yeah, there's the strap.
Yeah.
I had no clue.
Gotta fit the bod.
It worked.
Good. Dude, that's seriously highly impressive.
Yeah. So we got some patches, got some stickers. I got a bandana.
Good.
Got some mementos. And then he made that book. Oh my gosh. Thank goodness for him. Because mom was like, you got to make a book. You got to like take all your pictures and put it in a little scrapbook. And I'm like, yeah, I'll get to it. And then within a week, Reicks this comes in the mail. Done.
Oh, it came in the mail. Amazing.
Yeah. What a dude.
I'd love to flip through that. Maybe bring that.
Oh, you'll see it.
Yeah.
When you get here.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, good. Good. Hell yeah, fuck yeah. So when are you doing Rainier?
It'll still be slated for next year at some point.
Is it?
Well, I hope so. It will be for me.
Okay.
Regardless. Yeah. I'm still in training.
Once you're into it, this is good training,
This is just training. This is just another training exercise.
For anything at all times.
Yep. I'm always in training.
Apocalypse team.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. And I'm looking jacked right now. Like
are you feeling good?
I've upped the because I took a couple weeks off there after. And I was just kind of lazy for a couple of weeks on my ab wheel. Kept the pull-ups, but then I was like, I need to get back into it. And I started doing 40 instead of my 30.
Oh.
And then I can do it. It's the last 10 are but I can get up to 50 and then that's when I'm like, oh god.
Oh god.
But
that's pretty. Well, that's a lot.
It's
I
a
gotta
lot.
get back into it. I've been lazy as well. I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah.
I have the right to be, but
you do certainly do.
I do.
Oh my
I'm, like,
gosh, because you
half
did
dying.
something very similar, but had a way worse consequence. I was able to do Mount Si the next week with mom.
Dude, that's huge. I mean, that's like
I
good
still had
recovery.
like a 20-pound pack, and then I'm like, hey mom, we're doing Mount Si, and she's like, no questions asked. Sounds good. And then I'm like, oh shit, okay, she's in. Like, hey, this is her biggest, longest hike
ever.
Not
like
ever,
but
Oyster Dome was her other bigger hike, and that's 2,600, and like
at least as an
10
adult,
miles.
you know, this woman's trek some freaking shit.
Yeah. But like,
yes,
within living memory of us.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's still like 3,000
and she crushed it.
Yeah. Like the top part, like we had to slow down a bit, but it was a normal pace that I'm like, mom, don't, like, she's apologizing. I'm like, you're doing this faster than me. And it took me 3 times to actually get to the top. You just did it in 1. Okay, mom.
Okay, mom.
Like,
no, that's so good for her and
so
you. Good.
Yeah.
That's just great.
Yeah. So, I mean, I started a hike last week, but I wasn't able to execute. I got called back into work. I needed to send some emails. I only got about an hour in and then had to turn around. So got to go hiking tomorrow. Because I am still in training.
Yep. Forever and always.
Forever
now that's a hobby. Gotta get it going.
Got to get it going. I only have X amount of days where I am physically fit enough to do all this Yahoo-ness, you know, and hopefully it's like 30 years, but that's still a limited amount of time.
Gotta hike when you can hike.
Gotta hike when you can hike.
Dude.
Hike while the hiking's good.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you. Oh, man.
Dude.
It's so good. And then that patch, when I still need to get the brown thread. I don't have any brown thread to actually thread it around the sleeve, but I've already ironed it on. I was like, it's
gotta go.
This has got to
right
go
now.
straight on my real jacket. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Memorable trip, you would say. What would you rate this out of 10?
10 out of 10. Would recommend.
10 out of 10.
Yeah.
10 out of 10.
Yeah. 10 out of 10. Yeah. Only saw 2 deer, a whole bunch of birds. There we go. But yeah. There we go.
But epic.
So anyway,
I'm glad.
It was an epic trip, and I can't wait for the next adventure. Eventually 82 miles around, or 92 around Mount Rainier for the Wonderland Trail, Pacific Crest Trail, you did the Appalachian Trail.
You've been bit by the bug.
I've been bit by the bug. In the wheelhouse of things I can do with my life and with my legs.
Bro.
Yeah. So anyway.
Well, good work.
Thank you.
Timberline.
Check it out for yourself. And as always, vibe.
Ciao for now.
Ciao for now.